Hello viewers and Happy New Year. Now, I'm sure you're completely refreshed from the festivities and ready to take on 2020 by its horns. Now, we have a great show lined up for you today, a thorough exploration of modern security systems and solutions for your property with Asa Abloy Kenya, plus a conversation on landscape architecture with the chairman of the Architectural Association of Kenya Landscape Architects Chapter, Mr. Ambrose Ofafa. You're watching Property Focus, your window into the world of architecture, building construction, and real estate. I'm Peter Ngigi, and welcome yet again to a wonderful show. As technology has evolved over the last century, so has the function and capability of security systems. From the early moats and drawbridges and armed guards to today's systems, which can all be monitored, managed, and captured through computers and mobile phones, the security technology has evolved in leaps and bounds. Let's see how some of these solutions are working at Magna Hotel.
Today, we take you through a quick tour in one of our happy clients' facility, in a bid to help you appreciate what we do and why.
Welcome to Magna Hotel and Suites. As always, we are here receiving guests, and in what we do, we also use the product from Asa Abloy.
We take you step by step to help you appreciate the door opening solution we have offered our client, the Magna Hotel and Suites.
So the Tesa Hotel system consists of 5 main components, namely the lock itself, which is on the door. Then there's the software, which is of course installed on the front of his PC. Then there's the portable programmer, which is used to do audits on the locks and send information to the locks. Then there's the encoder that is used to write information on the cards and the cards themselves.
But it's not just what happens at the front office that makes our customers happy. No, it is the detailed work of supporting the clients with all their needs of repair and backup that makes them happy.
With this key card, once encoded, is what you use to operate the lift. Depending on the floor you're going, you just need to swipe it in the lift and then you press the floor where you're on, either first, second, or third.
So as I get into my room, you'll notice that all the lights are off, and even when I put on the switches, the lights cannot go on. This is because this room uses a Tesa energy saving device that uses the keycard as the main switch for all the lights. So the moment I insert this, the lights come up.
We got a fantastic installation and it's a working product. And from what the clients have told us, they're very confident in our hotel and in what we're able to do in terms of security.
We finally chose Asa Abloy as our supplier for the supply and installation of security door equipment. And we are extremely happy that we chose the right partner.
The Magna Hotel is one of the kind in Africa. The solution we've employed there is an online solution which the customer can be able to view and access the transactions of his hotel at the comfort of his office. We've got a solution for everybody, and that's why you'll also find our products in the remotest hardware shops in the country.
I can confirm that this system works very well, and therefore I would recommend to everybody in the industry to move from hardware to our system. I'll also recommend that they make Asa Abloy their first choice.
So if you're looking for a location as secure as ours and one that you're able to trust in terms of a partner, in terms of security products, there is no other partner as Asa Abloy. I'd recommend it to all my peers in the industry and outside of the industry. Asa Abloy is the way to go.
Asa Abloy, we found, has the ability to meet our needs. Their systems are auditable. We are able to audit trail and find out who came into our room. Their systems have integrity.
And wait and see the outcome. This is it. This is Asa Abloy.
And we are extremely happy that we chose the right partner.
Thank you for staying with us. We're taking a short break, then we'll return with landscape architect Ambrose Ofafa to understand the role of landscape architects in projects. Do not go away. Welcome back. You're watching Property Focus, and as I'd earlier briefed you, we're about to demystify landscape architecture with Mr. Ambrose Ofafa. Let's hear from the guest himself. Yes, Mr. Ofafa Ambrose, welcome to Property Focus.
Thank you very much. Welcome to Equark Solutions Limited.
Tell us about landscape architecture, but first, who is Ofafa Ambrose?
I'm the director of Equark Solutions Limited. I also specialize in environmental plan and management. I'm the chairman of the Landscape Architecture Chapter and the Architectural Association of Kenya.
Who is a landscape architect in a building project?
A landscape architecture is the design of outdoor areas. We've got landmarks, open spaces that include parks, roads, waterfronts. We also do indoor spaces to achieve environmental, social behavior, and aesthetic outcomes. It also involves a process called site analysis, whereby problems on existing social, ecological, soil condition, and processes in the landscape space are identified. There's a systematic investigation on these problems, and then an intervention through design is produced to achieve desired outcome. So the practitioner is called a landscape architect.
What is your specific role in the building project?
It depends the way landscape architecture is structured in this country. The role of a landscape architect in a building project at the design table, the design process is divided into two. There is the consultancy bit, and you can also be a contractor. Let me dwell on the consultancy bit, where we are supposed to be involved. I'm using the word supposed. We are supposed to be involved right at the inception of the project. Yes, the practice as is now, I'll explain later, is that most people want to involve landscape architects at the tail end of the project, confusing them for landscapers. That these are people who are coming to simply beautify, or to do housekeeping, or to make the project livable. But that is a misconception. Yes. Landscape architects are involved right from the word go. Now, when you approach it that way, their function is to coordinate environmental matters, the matters that I've just spoken about, environmental social behavior within the project, and of course, aesthetic outcome of that project. Yes, in coordination with other professionals.
Now, a landscaper and a landscape architect, distinguish between the two.
A landscape architect seeks to solve problems within the landscape space. He identifies them and offers solutions for them in a design manner. In the end, usually what is expected is that the system he has designed works and it is dressed up in an aesthetic way, putting color onto the project and everything. Whereas a landscaper come to do exactly the latter. Yes, to come and improve on the green, put color, and wow, these are nice landscape. Yes.
Does every building require a landscape architect?
Certainly, yes. They all need. Just like what I've told you, landscape architecture, not landscaping, also seeks to respond to environmental issues that a building will be emitting or radiating. For example, urban heat. I'm talking about landscape architecture in an urban setup. Yes, landscape architecture has the technology or has the knowledge of reducing this urban heat to make our cities livable. Yes, I'm talking about buildings that people think don't require landscape architect simply because they don't have a front yard or a backyard. All require. Then we also got indoor spaces that will also require the input of a landscape architect in terms of partitioning, purifying the air inside, and make them more livable, control of noise, etc.
What are the challenges faced in the industry today?
The biggest challenge is regularization. To this date, landscape architecture is not yet regularized under the law. We have got draft, I'll call them regulations that seek to grow this profession and also to control how the profession will be practiced, and that has not been done. It is very difficult to do it, but it must be done. We as a leadership of this profession, we're in the forefront. There are several proposals to make it register. The noise to regulate this profession and to embed it in the law is getting louder. It's necessary noise. And until we get there, that will remain a big challenge, where we don't have a set of laws that regulate this profession. I'd like to tell landscape architects who are viewing this that it is overdue. It is time we came together more than any other time. I believe the time is now, so that we make ourselves visible, like what we are trying to do, get to other places, educate the public who we are, seriously undertake the processes of having this profession regularized. And I'd like to thank the leadership of AAK on the efforts they're making to help us push for this. It will not come at a better time. The time is actually now. That is the biggest challenge we are facing. But I'm happy individuals, institutions, whether government institutions already are aware of landscape architects. They're already hiring, they're already employing, and they're already getting their services. And I believe these institutions or the persons that I've talked about are getting back value for their money. And I'm grateful to institutions and persons who are partnering with us to push for registering and regulating this profession. People like Property Focus, the leadership of AAK, government institutions, academic institutions that are joining hands with us to ensure that more than any other time, it is time to push hardest to have this delivered.
Billboard is up next. Materials profile thereafter. Stay with us.
Banda Homes brings to you Hills View Estate with 3-bedroom bungalows, master en suite in a gated community along Thika Road next to Mangu High School. These homes are on offer for just 3.5 million. For more information, call 0711 950 950.
I bet you'll be a security expert after today's show. After exploring the security solutions at Magna Hotel earlier, we're now about to learn on the various security solutions available in the markets today from the market leaders themselves, Asa Abloy. Come with me, let's hear what they have to say. Welcome to Property Focus, Mr. Humphrey.
Thank you, Peter, and welcome to Asa Abloy.
Tell us about Asa Abloy, Kenya.
Yes, Asa Abloy is I think is one of the unique companies focusing 100% on security solutions. That is the door security solutions in the built environment. So our solutions range from mechanical door solutions, to electromechanical, to access control, to smart door opening solutions. And also we go a bit further and do the integration now of all the security systems in a building.
How have the modern solutions changed the products that you offer in the building industry today?
The modern trends have influenced the solutions we offer today in the sense that the customers want to be more in charge of their security. So people don't want to just have this idea that, yes, I locked my house, I locked my premises, but wherever they are in the offices or in workplaces or out of their premises or out of their houses, they want to be fully aware of what is happening as far as their security installations or deployed in their houses are concerned. So in this regard, you've seen the threat move from just a simple mechanical solution or device to a more complex device, but more user-friendly and more convenient. Currently, we are now talking of solutions where somebody can monitor the security situation in your house from your mobile phone. You can have an application, and from your phone you can view what is happening to your house, to your door. You can get an SMS alert if there's an intruder, like for example. So technology has influenced people to be more and more in charge of what is secure.
So So what are these products and what are their specific uses? And also what accessories can you accompany with these particular products?
Right, the very basic product are the mechanical door locks and the security doors themselves as a door system. But now we got a bit further and introduce the electronic element of it, so it becomes an electromechanical solution. Then go a little bit further and do a bit of wiring into it, then it becomes an access control solution with a mechanical door lock, with a reader. It could be a pin reader, card reader, or biometric reader. Then you go a little bit further, then integrate this also with a CCTV system in the house, such that from the same application you can operate a door lock, a digital door lock, and also operate CCTV cameras and those things. And technology is advancing. Soon we'll also have a solution where from a door lock also we can have integration with other appliances in the building, like air conditioning systems, the lighting systems, and all that.
So what should one know before purchasing any of your products?
Number one is, of course, when you're putting something like a security system, it should be an investment you want to do once, and it serves you, say, for the rest of the life, or for the designed life of the product. So one of the things that one should be looking into is quality. It's very key. Then you should also look at reliability, and is the product functioning the way it was designed to function, or is it functioning to meet the desired need that you had. And then especially the electronic locking solutions, the most important thing, especially in this part of the world, is the local support. We've seen customers, fly to different parts of the world, buy a product from the market, but when they bring it in, they are not getting local support, so it doesn't serve them as it was desired. So I think local support is critical, and that's why it's good to look out for a local supplier, so that you get a long-term support for your solution.
So can anybody just walk into your store and purchase any of your locks, or does one need to be accompanied by a professional?
Precisely, you can walk in and purchase the lock or the solution you're looking for. We've invested heavily in our showrooms with the consultants who can walk you through your need and discuss with you and recommend the best solution that you need for your application. Yes, you can walk into our showrooms, you can walk into our approved distributors and get to purchase the lock or the solution you're looking for.
How does one differentiate between a good quality padlock and a poor quality padlock?
We've got different brand names of padlocks in the market. So one need to be, at least have an idea of what is the best brand of a padlock that he is looking for. Then number two, you also need to know about the material, because these most of them are metallic products, but also metals have got different strengths, have got different robustness. So the material that has been used to make a product is also very critical. And I think the rule of the thumb also the price, because you discover a very poor quality product, chances are it's also pricely, the price is very low. So price also can also dictate the quality of a product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any misconceptions about security solutions that you'd like to clear?
Yes, one of the major misconceptions is most of developers or most of the homeowners, they think that they don't have to worry about the security at the design stage of a project, which is really a big misconception, because the security is a key fundamental element in a building. So one of the things I would like to clear is, please think about your security requirements right at the design stage of your project. It shouldn't be like an afterthought. The structure is up, the finishing stuff is up, the door is already hung on site. That's the time somebody is thinking about which type, what kind of a lock to deploy where. So if you factor in your security requirements right from design stage, then you discover that it is well planned, and also you factor in the budget for it. So you do not do it like from an informed position. Finally, when we deploy the solution, then you are likely to deploy a solution for the right functionality.
So tell us your parting shot.
Security is very fundamental, as I've just mentioned, like any other element in a building. And it's important that one really considers a reliable supplier of your security requirement. And Asa Abloy is one of the most reliable suppliers of security solutions in Kenya and globally, so to speak. Because Asa Abloy focuses 100% on security solutions, so we have got huge expertise in this area. And just besides selling the product to you, we also sell to you the knowledge and the education on how to apply it. And also, you have also a peace of mind when you purchase a security solution from a reputable supplier, because you know it's warranted, you know he's already tried and tested, so you don't have to worry what will happen probably in 1 year, 2 years. So the peace of mind is critical.
Well, thank you very much, Humphrey, for having us here at Asa Abloy.
Thank you, Peter. It has been a pleasure hosting you at Asa Abloy.
And that was the MD of Asa Abloy, Mr. Humphrey, telling us about security solutions. So if you want to secure what you value, you know where to go. We've come to the end of one of the most educative shows we've brought to you yet. I'm sure you're better informed on the landscape architecture as well as the security solutions in the markets today. Property Focus is your window into the world of architecture, building construction, and real estate. Remember to find us on social media on the links below. Now, may the closeness of friends, the comfort of home, and the unity of the nation be upon you this 2020. I'm your host, Peter Ngigi, and have a happy new year.